Hello everybody, and welcome to my title update 3 Blast Build that I'm going to be making for the Insect Glaive. So this came about during the Dream Spell event when they released Arch-Tempered Nu Udra. So I wanted to make something kind of resentment based, but I was really tired of using elemental Insect Glaives, and I was trying to see if I could make something happen with status effect weapons. So the first thing I'm going to choose for this build, I'm going to choose my secondary. I'm going to use this in case if I need to lock a monster down, if they're being too annoying, moving around. I can't seem to get off any of my charge things. So you could either do paralysis to lock them in place for a couple of seconds, or do sleep. For this, I'm just going to use paralysis. I happen to have this switch axe that has paralysis on it. For this, I just have attack jewels, I have an enhancer jewel, and a quick switch jewel. Now, for the main damage dealer of the build, this is an insect glaive build, so I'm going to be using a blast insect glaive, Ardian one, because that's kind of all we have right now. And for the jewels on this one, I'm going to be using a crit jewel 3, a focus KO jewel, and a flight attack jewel. Now for the Kinsect for this, right now I'm using Omega because he was really hard to beat, and I actually managed to do it, and I managed to get this Kinsect, so I've just kind of been testing it out. It is a severing type, it's not a blunt type, unfortunately. So if you're using this to fight stronger monsters, your Arch-Tempereds, your Tempered Gormagala, stuff like that, I would recommend using a blunt Kinsect. Preferably one that doesn't have boost elements. So we'll do. Well, that one has it too. Bonnet File, Arc Maiden, stuff like that. Whatever we want to use in coordinates of that. Stun is really nice for knocking monsters down, so that way you can get a charge off on them. Now, for the actual armor pieces itself, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use Numinous Beta Crown and Numinous Beta Legs. This is going to give you super recovery, which I believe is a really good thing to use if you're trying to use resentment off of other armor pieces. So you have the super recovery, which will recover even after you've recovered all of the red damage that you have on your bar. And with these two pieces, we're going to have a chain jewel, a mighty jewel, a physique jewel, a challenger jewel, and an earplugs jewel. For the three pieces of armor that kind of make this build go online, we're going to be using the Udra Mirewell Gamma chest piece, the Udra Mire Braces Gamma arms for resentment, and we're going to be using the Ray Sand Coil for latent power and max might. For the jewels on this, we're going to have a throttle jewel, a challenger jewel, a challenger jewel, two physique jewels. And this kind of gives us all of our basic damage skills nearly fulled out. We are not relying heavily on latent power, but that's something that we can have if we have red recoverable damage, and it goes down to a certain point that will boost up our crit chance, our affinity. And we have, our maximum might. We have we're gonna have 4 ranks of Constitution, so whenever we do expend stamina, we can gain it back faster. Another kind of thing that kind of made me want to use this build right here is I got this charm the other day from fighting a rank 9 monster, which has 1 attack jewel slot and 2 armor jewel slots. So for this particular one, I got full blast attack. Therefore, I was like, let me use a blast glaive for this. I got full free meals, so that's another avenue of kind of saving myself. That way, if I need to heal, I can pop a potion, and there's a good chance that I didn't actually use one, but I still get the healing from it. Uh, for the jewels on this, we're going to have a 1 crit jewel to bring our crit boost up to 4. Recovery jewel, which gives us full recovery speed, and 1 physique jewel, which gives us 4 constitution. Now for the mantles here, there's 2 choices I would pick for this. Rock steady for like the super harder bosses, like your tempered gore, your tempered Lagiacrus, stuff like that, Savage Omega. But if you're fighting anything else, use corrupted, so that way you have your health draining the entire time. You'll always have resentment up. Stuff like that. You can get low enough to where you can have latent power proc more often. That good stuff. But yeah. Alright, now that we have that out the way, I'm going to kind of show what my plan to play this build is going to utilize. So let me talk to this guy. Going to turn my recovery off. Going to have these turned on so you can kind of see it. And then I have a barrel bomb to proc the resentment. There we go. Alright, so the plan is we are going to stand in front of them. We're going to fight them using our focus strikes to get our Kinsec buffs. And then we are going to unload Rising Spiral Slash. I hit a nice 302 off the Rising Spiral, and we have a total damage of 1,878. So let me see if I can replicate that real quick. Counter-Strike, Resentment, everything is active. So essentially, if you get hit with this, it will activate Resentment. And once Resentment activates, if you have all 3 of your buffs by then, which hopefully you will, you're going to charge up your moves, get in his face, and use Rising Spiral Slash. And essentially, by the time that Rising Spiral Slash is done, your natural recovery will have fully recovered you from that. So that's all I got for this. If you have any suggestions, anything else, please let me know. Especially when it comes to status effect weapons, because I don't know a whole lot about status effect weapons. I just know they're what I like to use. I'm tired of having to switch between all different elements to fight certain things. So please let me know what you think, and I'll see you again.